Let me save you a lot of wasted time on dating apps. Most men are not failing because they're boring or unattractive. They're failing because they're playing the wrong game. They think dating apps are for building attraction. They're not. Dating apps are filters. That's it. They exist to answer one simple question. Does she want to meet you? If the answer is yes, everything gets easy. If the answer is no, nothing you say will change it. That's the part most men don't want to accept. So they talk more, they explain themselves, they try harder, and they quietly talk themselves out of attraction. I did the same thing for years. Most men do. The biggest mistake on dating apps is over-communication. Too many messages, too much availability, too much validation too soon. Men think effort equals interest. It doesn't. Effort without attraction creates comfort, and comfort without attraction kills polarity. On dating apps, less is not a trick, it's reality. So before we even talk about Tinder or Hinge or Facebook dating or any app, you need the rules. These rules apply everywhere. First rule, say less. One message a day is enough. Sometimes 0 is better. If she's interested, silence won't kill it. If she's not, nothing you send will save it. Second rule, stop validating early. No compliments on her looks, no telling her she's beautiful, no emotional reassurance. Validation is a reward. Rewards come after investment. If you hand out rewards for free, she stops investing. Third rule, your profile is not an autobiography. 6 photos max, lifestyle photos, not selfies. You don't need to explain yourself. Mystery beats clarity every time. Now let's talk about photos because this matters. You can absolutely touch up your photos, lighting, sharpness, contrast, minor cleanup, and that's just presentation. What you should never do is use AI generated photos. There's a huge difference between polishing reality and inventing a guy who doesn't exist. If she meets you and something feels off, attraction drops instantly. Not because you look bad, because trust just took a hit, and you don't recover from that. Enhance real photos, never fake them. Next rule, stop oversharing. You don't need your life story on an app. You don't need to explain your past. Curiosity creates pursuit. Clarity kills it early. Another big one, never push to meet. If she wants to meet you, she will make it obvious. Your job is to notice it and lead calmly, not force it. Now, let's talk about sex. A man never pressures for sex, ever. He creates an opportunity where sex can happen. If she's interested, she'll bring it up. Let her. Now, about AI, because it's 2026 and pretending it doesn't exist is stupid. AI is not the problem. Sounding like AI is. You can use AI as a wingman to clean up wording, to keep you from sending dumb messages, to stop you from over-texting. But if a message doesn't sound like something you'd actually say, don't send it. AI should guide you, not talk for you. Next rule, don't live on the app. Dating apps are not where attraction grows. They're where interest is identified. The longer you stay chatting, the more competition you invite in. Once there's momentum, you move it forward. Phone number or real life. Now, let's talk about the apps themselves, because they're not all the same. Tinder is fast and visual, low attention span. If you're writing paragraphs on Tinder, you're already losing. Strong photos, short replies, calm energy. Indifference beats charm every time. If she avoids meeting, she's browsing. Move on. Hinge is more conversational, but don't get it twisted. It's still flaky. The prompts are there to get her talking about herself. Let them work. Don't interview her. Observe. Tease lightly. When she hints at meeting, you lead, no excitement spike, no negotiation. Bumble gives her the opener. That doesn't mean she leads. Most men panic and over-reply. That's where they lose frame. Stay calm. Let her talk more than you. Another one is Millionaire Match. Is a different animal, status heavy, comfort seeking. If you lead with money, you're done. Let lifestyle speak. Hold boundaries. If she's into resources, she'll push fast. If she's into you, she'll invest. That's the filter. Facebook dating feels more real. That doesn't mean you get lazy. If it wouldn't work face to face, don't do it there. Now, first dates, because this is where men really screw it up. Never plan a first date more than 3 days out. Interest fades, momentum matters, and confirm early afternoon of the day. One message, time and place only. If she doesn't confirm, you don't go. Never breakfast or lunch. Those are friendly, platonic. Evenings only. 7 to 8 p.m. is perfect. And never Friday or Saturday night. Midweek is relaxed, lower pressure, more intimate. She comes to you, and effort creates attachment. So first date is 1 hour max. Even if it's going great, especially if it's going great. Never wait more than 15 minutes unless she communicates. Respect your own time. Here's the truth most men don't want to hear. Dating apps don't reward men who try harder. They reward men who are calm, selective, grounded, slightly unavailable. When you stop chasing, women lean in. That's not manipulation, that's human nature. And once you get this, dating gets a lot easier. Now let's talk about what happens after the match, because this is where attraction is either built or quietly destroyed. Most men think the hard part is getting the match. It's not. The hard part is not messing it up after. The moment you match, the clock starts. She's watching how you communicate, how fast you reply, how much you invest, and whether you act like a man with options or a man hoping. Most men immediately start trying to entertain. They ask too many questions, they try to be funny, they try to be interesting, and they accidentally put her on a pedestal. You don't need to entertain her. You need to give her space to invest. Here's the thing most men get wrong. They think they need a perfect opener. You don't. There is no magic opener that overrides attraction. A simple opener beats a clever one every time. Why? Because simple sounds natural. Clever sounds try hard. If she's interested, she'll respond to almost anything reasonable. If she's not, nothing clever will save it. Once the conversation starts, your job is not to keep it going. Your job is to see if she keeps it going. That's a big mindset shift. You reply, then you wait. If she invests, you continue. If she doesn't, you don't chase. Silence is not weakness. Silence is information. Now let's talk about something men hate. When she goes quiet, this is where most men panic. They double text, they send follow-ups, they try to revive dead momentum. That almost never works. When she goes quiet, there are only two possibilities. She got busy, or her interest dropped. If she got busy and she's interested, she'll come back. If her interest dropped, chasing confirms she made the right decision. Either way, silence is the correct move. Let her come back. If she doesn't, you lost nothing. Now let's talk about moving off the app. This is where timing matters. Too fast feels forced. Too slow feels timid. The right moment is when there's light momentum, not deep connection, not emotional bonding, just enough comfort to move forward. You don't ask for permission, you offer direction. You give your number or you suggest meeting. If she wants it, she'll take it. If she doesn't, you don't negotiate. Once you have her number, same rules apply. Do not increase texting frequency. Do not suddenly become available. Phone numbers don't mean interest, behavior does. Now let's talk about setting the date. This is where men overcomplicate everything. You don't need a big plan. You don't need a fancy spot. You don't need to impress. You need something simple, close to you, low pressure, easy exit. When you set the date, you don't ask, you state. You pick the day, you pick the time, you pick the place. If she wants to see you, she'll say yes. If she wants to reschedule, she'll counter. If she's vague, that's your answer. Never plan dates far out. 3 days max. Interest decays quickly on apps. Momentum beats planning. Now, confirmation. This is critical. You confirm early afternoon, not the night before, not last minute. One message, time and location only. If she confirms, you go. If she doesn't, you don't. No follow-up, no checking in, no pressure. If she doesn't confirm, she wasn't that interested, and that's fine. Now, the date itself. This is where men talk themselves out of attraction. They over-explain. They overshare. They try to lock things down. Your job on the first date is simple. Be present. Be calm. Be curious. Let her talk more than you. You don't need to impress her. She's deciding if she feels good around you. That's it. Never try to escalate verbally. Never bring up sex. Never push. If the vibe is there, she'll signal. If it's not, forcing it kills everything. The first date has a time limit, 1 hour, no exceptions, even if it's going great, especially if it's going great. You leave while she still wants more. That's how desire grows. And when the date ends, you don't linger, you don't debrief, you don't ask where this is going, you leave clean. Now after the date, this is where men usually blow it. They text too much, they recap the night, they seek reassurance. Don't do that. If she enjoyed herself, she'll reach out. If she doesn't, chasing won't change it. Let space do the work. If she reaches out, you respond calmly. You don't lock down the next date immediately. You let things breathe. The biggest killer of attraction after a good date is urgency. Desire needs space. Now let's talk about flakes. Flakes happen. It's part of dating apps. A flake is not an insult. It's information. If she flakes and apologizes with effort, you can reschedule once. If she flakes with excuses or disappears, you move on. No lectures, no guilt trips, no second chances without effort. Now, the final truth. Most men don't lose women because they did something wrong. They lose women because they did too much. Too much talking, too much availability, too much validation. Attraction is not built by force. It's built by space, by calm, by self-control. Dating apps don't reward men who chase. They reward men who are grounded. Men who respect their own time. Men who don't need outcomes. When you stop trying to win women over, they start leaning in. That's not manipulation. That's human behavior. And once you get this, dating apps finally work the way they were meant to.